Tonight on Rodney Spitz PI, as Rodney stalls on his latest case, he recruits a sidekick from an unlikely place. Their first case as a disastrous duo puts their partnership to the test as they search for the hidden motives of a mad scientist. Take it away, gang.
Well, thank you, sir. Which brings us up to 250. Do I hear 250 for this sassy, flashy number of a sow? She runs 2 foot high, got 8 teats, real winner personality. With or without the lipstick, 250 going, folks.
250.
Thank you, sir. I have 250. Let's take her to 3, boys. Who's gonna give me 3 to take this porky little dame home? She's a catch, ain't no lie. Had 2 bumper litters, parasite free, and after a brief tete-a-tete before she came out here, I can tell you she's a real class act.
3 here.
3 to the man in the blue fedora. Clearly a man who knows a quality sow when he sees her.
325.
We're only going up by 50s, sir. Don't insult the pig. I'll take it as 350.
Oh man, what is up with this auctioneer? He's only sold 2 animals in like 3 hours. It's gonna take all day. I don't know. He's kind of a nice change from those fast-talking auctioneers. He's folksy and I like it. Makes me glad I brought this hot cocoa and a shawl. I'm just gonna curl right up and listen to his shady Garrison Keillor-style ramblings.
And so to the squirrely-eyed, guileless little bastard in the 3rd row. May God have mercy on your sow. Next up, we got a real beautiful bovine, ladies and gents. Please welcome my next guest, this cow. Says here she's from Jersey. I don't know why that's relevant.
Holy smokes! Squint! Squint! It's me, Rodney Spitz!
Well, Rodney Spitz P.I.
I didn't know you worked at the stockyards.
Well, I'm the new auctioneer here on the weekends. It combines my 2 favorite pastimes, talking and livestocking. If you want to know more, you can listen to my new podcast, Talking Stock. Livestock auctioneers discussing contemporary social issues. So what brings you down here, Roddy?
Well, I'm here on a case, Squint. A real live dame hired me to track down her philandering pig of a husband.
And you figured she meant real pig and came down here to the stockyards, eh?
It's not like there's pigs just running around the city, Squint. Don't be crazy.
Come on, let's keep this moving. You're already slow enough as it is, auctioneer.
Oh, hush your miserable caterwauling. Auctions fall under maritime law, which means I can have you shackled in the brig with a wave of my hand, friend. Now, Ruddy, first, you should be looking for her husband, not an actual sow. Second, that's a colander, not a hat. And third...
Ooh, hang on, let me get my notebook.
And third, I wouldn't trust you to find yourself in a mirror.
So what you're saying is I should put the case on hold, regroup, maybe bring in some fresh blood. What are you doing now, Squint?
I'm in a real solid auctioneering groove here. I'm out.
Well, do you have any sidekick recommendations for me? Maybe a long-lost cousin? Or a party balloon in a wig?
Well, Roddy, my network is mostly leading players. I try not to spend too much time with sidekicks.
Well, I wonder if I hang around this auction long enough, maybe I'll meet someone I can mold into a worthy sidekick. It's not going to be easy to find someone that can actually bring something to this partnership. I mean, I'm a pretty well-rounded detective, but there's a few things I don't have a handle on, like
gun safety, fiscal management, personal hygiene, the internet, your diabetes, this case you're supposed to be working. The list goes on.
oh yep, a loyal companion that can pick locks, do background checks, and doesn't shy away from a good old-fashioned exchange of gunfire in a crowded restaurant.
All right, folks, let's get this auction back on track.
But where, oh where, will I find such a rare and beautiful creature?
And the next item on the auction block today is... Oh, wow. We are really scraping the bottom of the barrel here. This horse was donated by Carnegie Mellon University after extensive experimental drug testing and radical prostheses. Says here he's blind in one eye, his tail is an extension cord, and one of his legs has been replaced with a wheel. Apparently, after so many tests and injections, his brain is basically mush, and he suffers from, and I'll quote from his chart here, everything. This is one of the saddest things I've ever seen at an auction, folks. And I once watched Anna Wintour throw up on a Matisse.
Oh my gosh. What an animal! What a stud! The rippling bustle tone, the wise eye, the milky eye. He may be the perfect sidekick. After all, they say that horses are man's best friend.
All right, let's open the bidding at $1. Do this Price is Right style.
$1.
1. I have 1 from the detective wearing a trash bag as a suit jacket.
Well, it is a classy play.
Are there any other bidders? All right then. For $1, the Rodney Spitz PA. Going once, twice. Sold.
Yes!
Oh, you better get over here, Ruddy. Your new sidekick is coming a steer. Gonna get a horn through him before you can put him to use. Normally, I'd offer to break a horse for you, but this horse is already broken.
Oh boy, my very own horse sidekick. This is gonna be great. You're absolutely right. You do need a name. Let me think. Yeah, it's gotta be something classical. Something literary, maybe. I've got it. I'll call you Sam the Horse. Just like that Robert Frost poem. Sam the Horse. I love it too. Well, Sam the Horse, looks like it's you and me. Welcome to your new life. I'm a PI, the best in the biz. So that means you're gonna live the life of a private detective horse. Can you handle it? Good. Now you'll have to earn your trench coat and hat. But here's a gun to get you started. I'm gonna have to whip you into shape though. Put you through a crash course in what being a detective is all about. It's not glamorous. So if you're in this for the fillies, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. It's my first horse joke, Sam the Horse. Horse joke number 1. But it won't be all jokes. You're going through Rodney Spitz's school of PI-ery. There's a lot I've got to teach you, but we can montage it so we cover a lot of ground quickly. Lesson number 1. Staken out. Now, first things first, there's no stake. Not now, not ever. Now, that was a big disappointment to me, and I don't want you getting your hopes up. Now, listen, we've got to blend into our surroundings. Usually, I like a classic casual wall lean, or maybe sitting on a car trunk, chewing on a stalk of hay. I don't think horses are even supposed to be around hay, and this isn't hay season. And I don't really know what that is. So let's park that one for now.
Hey, you with the broken horse. Park yourself somewhere other than in front of my fruit stand. It's called loitering, and you're blocking all my customers. What is that, an extension cord for a tail?
Well, excuse me for trying to run a greener horse. Don't worry, Sam the Horse. I'll take care of this. Lesson number 2. The art of persuasion.
I am not gonna tell you again, buddy. Get yourself and your electric horse away from my fruit cart, or I'm gonna calls the friggin' cops.
Don't mind us, kind sir. We're just a pair of businessmen from Cincinnati, in town for the coloring convention. We're having fun, but the lines are a drag.
Keep your puns off my time, buddy. I get enough of that garbage from my kids at home. Don't make me get my broom to shoos you two away.
Lesson number 3. Creating a diversion. Okay, Sam. Now this is where things get tricky. We'll start by getting the...
Oh, Lord! Ah, no!
You plugged your tail in. Ha! Quick thinking, Sam the Horse. You're a natural. I knew it.
Look, buddy, just get your plug-in horse out of here. Take what you wants and go. Just go.
Okay, thanks, mister. I'll grab some apples. Hey, Sam the Horse, what do horses eat? Get some kiwis. Horses probably love kiwis. No. Lesson number 4. Grease lightning. Okay, that was stakeout training, Sam the Horse. But a big part of detective work is the dance numbers these days. Now, my signature number has traditionally been beauty school dropout from Greece, but maybe you and I can work out a new number. You'll be the Grace Kelly to my flight of stairs.
No.
Oh, right, Fred Astaire. But Bollywood has really put pressure on us to up our choreography game now and expand the number of background dancers and costuming. The confetti budget alone breaks most small-time PIs. PI work didn't used to be about the dancing, but I can't say I'm disappointed with where it's gone. Lesson number 5. There is no lesson 5.
No.
You've got it, Pontiac. Lesson number 6. Disguises. Use cases and care instructions. One of the things that's going to become real clear real fast is that your traditional disguises, your wigs, your tall hats, your evening capes, they're all expensive. One trick I picked up on early was just draw a happy face on a paper bag and wear that when you're tailing someone.
No.
Well, sure, you can't see them, but that also means that they can't see you. The other thing to do is just sit down with some homeless folks against a building. Make yourself a sign and watch who you're watching. To be honest, I've made more money doing that than from being a PI. Now, let's head back to the office to make this partnership official.
Welcome back, Roddy. Welcome, Sam the horse. I can't believe I'm saying this, but you and your horse have a visitor. He's waiting in your office.
Thanks, Squint. You heard that, Sam the horse? Sounds like we just walked right into our first case. Let's just hope it doesn't have to do with a glue factory. They prey on unsuspecting horses like you to shill glue to kids all the time. Now let's go see who it is. Welcome to my office, Mr.
Jekyllstone. Dr. Jekyllstone. And you're Mr. Spitz, I presume.
I am. Rodney Spitz, PI at your service. And this is my newest partner in this good ship detective, Sam the horse.
No.
He's still in training, so direct all the important questions to me.
Well, it is a very important question that brings me here. I am a biologist who works on the boundaries of acceptable science. I do radical experiments which I cannot test on anyone but myself. I fear that my most recent experiment has gone awry. While I now appear civilized and decent, there is a time of night where I become something much, much worse than myself.
Oh, you don't have to tell me. I've held my own in YouTube comment threads before.
Not quite like that. The question I need you to investigate is, who am I when I am not myself? When I think I'm asleep, what am I really doing?
I'd guess swing dancing. A lot of people are getting hard into swing dancing. It's a whole culture the rest of us know nothing about.
I'm afraid it may be much more sinister than that. It could be murder.
No.
Murder? Egad! Well, you'd better pay up front then. I don't want to get stiffed when you get hauled off to jail for these sleep murders. I've never had a client admit he was the perp before. Oh, this should be easy. I already know who did it.
The who is not the issue, but rather what I'm doing that I can't remember.
Okay, Sam the horse, looks like a classic tail 'em and nail 'em. Ooh, maybe we can get a long con going on here.
No.
I'm afraid we don't have time for a long con. Whatever I'm doing, it's taking me longer to change back each night. I need to undo what is being done in the name of a brilliant scientist like myself.
Since you're a scientist, can you take a look at this rash? It's been getting rashier, redder, larger, and more vocal about me going to get it treated. It keeps its tongue well enough in social situations, though, so it hasn't been urgent. In fact, The Rash is working on my taxes, so maybe this can wait till spring.
I'm not really that kind of doctor. I'm not sure anyone's the talking Rash kind of doctor.
You hear that, Rash? Looks like it's going to be you, me, and Sam the horse for a while.
No.
I'll leave you to it then. There's my address. I'm in bed by 10 p.m., so that's the start time to look for. Any activity beyond 10 isn't me. It's the other me. The me I need you to follow.
And kill. Dead. Gotcha.
No, just take notes, pictures, and come see me in my laboratory in the morning so we can plan our next move.
Dead. Deal. Looks like it's our first stakeout, Sam the horse.
No.
I'll see you in the morning, Mr. Spitz.
We did it, Sam the horse. Our first case. Now let's get our night camo gear and face paint and get packed up for the stakeout. Maybe we'll tie matching bandanas around our necks so we can tell it's us. Right, exactly. We'll be there all night, so we'll need a fair amount of supplies. It's a good thing that I'm always prepared for a stakeout. Okay, let me see here. We should have everything we need around the office. Well, we've got enough rope for me to rappel, but not enough for you, Sam the horse. I guess we'll just have to do it one at a time if there's any rappelling to be done. Also, do you know how to rappel? 'Cause I sure don't, but I've always wanted to try. Grab those PI stilts and the extra long slacks from the corner over there. I've only got 2 sets, and I guess we're gonna need both.
No.
Also, we'll definitely need this broom. You know, to cover our tracks. Oats, we'll need a lot of oats. Nothing cuts a stakeout hunger like a few handfuls of steel-cut oats. Really dries the mouth out and expands in the belly. We'll probably need something for you to eat too, Sam the horse. What do horses eat?
No.
Yeah, I've got no idea either. Here's a book on lawnmower repair for you to snack on. Don't worry, it's delicious. And even better cold. So now that food is taken care of, we'll probably need some medical supplies just in case. These socks make pretty good bandages, and that jug of rubbing alcohol on the shelf will come in handy in case we get hurt. And we can use it for our post-stakeout drunkening as a reward for staying safe. Just like real doctors.
No.
Now, is there anything else we're missing? I can't think of anything.
Ah, packing for a stakeout, I see. And just where are your fresh-cut flowers? And Stanton brand multivitamins?
Wait, what do you mean, Squint? Why would we need flowers?
So you can knock on the door and pretend to make a delivery if you need to get a look inside.
Now that's pretty clever, Squint. But what about the vitamins?
Well, people have a wide range of vitamin deficiencies. That's no joke. The typical North American diet is deficient in at least 5 key nutrients. And don't get me started on mineral absorption. For goodness sake, people, your body can only process so much magnesium. You don't have to go overboard. Try these Stanton brand chewable multivitamins. They go down easy and keep your body in tip-top shape. Stanton brand. Quality multivitamins you can trust for the whole family.
Okay, Squint. Maybe I'll try them later. That sounded pretty rehearsed. What are you, getting paid to promote them?
Oh, you caught me, Roddy. I'm a guerrilla marketer for the Stanton brand. You know, undercover marketing. Recommending products for my own personal financial gain.
No.
Oh, I know. I never thought I'd sell out either, Sam the horse. But here I am. They reached out to me after they heard about my guerrilla work deposing warlord chieftains in Western Africa in 74 and again in 82. I led a small group of dedicated insurgents through the Namib Desert until we found their compound in an abandoned diamond mine. We were ruthless, sure, but the population eventually thanked us, and we left after installing a puppet regime.
What kind of puppets?
Unlicensed Muppets knockoffs from Armenia. Called themselves the Felt Pals.
And did they do a good job?
It's hard to say. They didn't waste any time purging the marionettes, that's for sure. That was actually why the Robaxa set puppet moved to the US and started his career. But, like most unlicensed Eastern Bloc knockoffs, the Felt Pals weren't prepared to lead. Who knows if their licensed counterparts would have done any better? It was a bad situation all around. Their leader was a brutal tyrant who swiftly dealt with dissent in his ranks. He would have revolutionaries whipped in the center of town to dissuade people from speaking against him. The puppet they now called Kermit the Flog was being propped up by the scheming of his wife, Miss Piggly. Soon they were looking beyond their own territorial borders, and the Felt Pals' empire began to grow. They built industry and raised armies with ruthless speed and efficiency, and no regard for the well-being of the people. First, they took Manhattan, plundered Treasure Island, and they were in space within 5 years of gaining power. It was a significant achievement, but at what cost?
Puppets, eh? Can't live with them. Can't make a pool table out of them. Am I right? Huh?
Exactly. Which is why, with the oppressed populace finally at a breaking point, the entire Felt Pal regime was corralled into a basement at the Royal Palace and shot. And now I'm selling multivitamins on the sly.
Ah, the many paths we take to reach our dreams, eh, Squint?
I should have known I'd follow in my mother's footsteps.
Oh boy, Sam the Horse. That sure was an eventful stakeout last night. I can't wait to give him our full report. I think old Doc Jekyllstone is going to be pretty shocked at what we found out.
Ah, good morning, Rodney. Good morning, Sam the Horse. Thank goodness you're both here. I must know at once what happened last night. Please, won't you come in?
Morning, Doc. Boy, did we have a swell stakeout last night. It was cool out, but we brought blankets. And Sam even thought to bring hot cocoa. There was a full moon and we really liked
Yes. Give me the details.
Okay, great. So, yesterday was generally a good day. I got a good sleep and Sam the Horse and I caught a hot dog off the downtown pier. Then I brushed Sam the Horse with an old rake we swiped from behind a convenience store.
Skip ahead. I mean, don't leave out any details about what I do at night.
Oh, right. I've got it right here. It didn't take you long to turn into your other self and head out for the night. Sam and I were all settled in when suddenly, there you come waltzing out your front door. Like Sam said, you flagged down a cab and headed downtown. Sam and I hopped a rickshaw and followed you. And it's a good thing you didn't go far, because that rickshaw driver was not happy about having a horse as a passenger. You're right, Sam the Horse. The horseshoe was on the other foot. Horse joke number 2.
Moving along.
Right. So you went into a glass office building, and in a minute, a light on the second floor comes on. Now, luckily, Sam and I brought our standard issue PI stilts. So Sam the Horse strapped 4 of those babies on, and before long, he was eyes deep in adventure.
So a horse on stilts did the surveillance? That's highly unusual.
Don't worry. He had extra long slacks over those stilts so we wouldn't make a scene. Planning. It's all about planning. It's what sets me apart from the other PIs.
Well, what did the horse see?
Well, there you were. Well, not you, the alternate you. It was a lab with lots of chemicals on shelves, vials, containers, and those tall glass things. What are those called?
Beakers.
No, that's one of the Felt Pals' licensed counterparts. Yeah, with a squeaky voice. Meep yourself, you devious scoundrel. I know what you did on that canoe trip. No, what are those science tubes called? The ones that hold those chemicals.
They're beakers, but it doesn't matter. What was I doing with them?
Erlenmeyer flask. Oh, man. That was gonna bug me all day. Honestly, well, the evil you was mixing all these chemicals together and laughing pretty maniacally, so I wouldn't be too worried. He screamed out how he would wipe you off the face of the earth, but who knows what that could mean.
I think I know exactly what that means. Of course, he's concocting a potion that will erase my personality entirely, leaving only him to take over my old, respectable life.
He didn't seem too bad, actually. When we left, we tailed him to an Arby's and watched him eat 3 beef and cheddars and wash it down with a pint of horsey sauce. Horse joke number 3. And then he saw an Anne Hathaway movie.
That explains why I'm queasy this morning.
Is it her singing? I don't get why people don't like her.
No, never mind. If my evil self has developed a serum to take over my body, then it's a race against the clock.
Would this help?
The serum. How did you get it?
I repelled for the first time and loved every second of it. It started on the roof, and I jumped down the building, smashed right through the window.
Good work. Now all I have to do is synthesize a version of the serum that has the opposite effects. Of course, that's how he's done it. He's used the unique evil DNA strand for the active energizer quotient. All I have to do is change it to my own, drink the serum, and I'll be me forever again.
Do you hear that, Sam the Horse? We just solved the case.
You both did good work. I just need you for one more thing. If anything goes wrong when I drink this serum, and for some reason I turn into my evil self, I need you to stop me from doing anything horrible.
Got it. Sam the Horse, get the harpoon gun. We got you covered, Doc. Don't worry. Here, tie this rope around your waist. I'm tying you down in case things go bad. And after you're done changing yourself back, maybe you can mix us up a serum for Sam that'll give him a special power. Like maybe make him 100 feet tall, or give him the grip of a gorilla.
If anything should happen to me, you must never ingest anything in my laboratory. It is all experimental, so make sure no human or animal drinks anything.
Sorry, what were you saying, Doc? Sam and I were having a combination chugging and staring contest. He beat me on the staring part, but I'm getting more sure that his left eye is just a button. I still beat him in chugging whatever this is.
You fool, I was just telling you not to drink anything. Oh, thank goodness that was just my Gatorade.
Oh, God, it burns. I'm allergic to electrolytes.
We don't have time for this. I'm gonna drink the serum, and no matter what happens, the evil must not be allowed to take over. By any means necessary.
By any means necessary.
What? Did you say meats?
You told me to buy any meats necessary. I'm on it. You look like a Genovese ham sort of guy.
Means! Means! Just kill the evil me if he takes over my body.
Oh, yeah, right.
Here I go.
The serum made him pass out. But he's still breathing, Sam the Horse, so we shouldn't worry yet. It is stuffy in here, Sam the Horse. A little air will help wake Jekyllstone up. I'll open up a window. Now I just need something to prop it open with. Oh, great! This good old trusty cinder block will be perfect. There. This rickety third-story windowsill is just big enough to prop open with this cinder block. And just in time. Doc Jekyllstone, you're waking up.
It worked. Mr. Spitz, it worked. I'm my same old self. That terrible evil is gone forever. Now, if you'll just untie me from whatever you've anchored me to, I'll pay you and you can be on your way.
Roger Dodger. I needed something heavy so you couldn't run away, so I used that cinder block perched on the windowsill. Now, let me just shimmy the rope off of it without... Whoops! There goes the cinder block!
You fool!
I wonder how long that rope is. Oh no! Dr. Jekyllstone just got pulled out the window by that treacherous cinder block! And we didn't get paid! You hear that, cinder block? This is the last time you steal a case out from under me. Well, Sam the horse, there's a lesson here. You nailed it. No sense talking about it anymore. Now let's move on right into our post-case drunkening. What have you got there, Sam the horse? I've got... Oh, God! It's another Gatorade! Oh, that's just vile. Oh, yours looks good, Sam the horse. Oh, my God, Sam the horse! That potion turned you tall. Not like 100 feet tall, but pretty tall. I guess Dr. Jekyllstone didn't have any 100-foot tallness potions, but I wish he'd mentioned this, though. This is still really good. See, it just goes to show Jekyllstone's warnings about drinking stuff around the lab were totally overblown. Here, drink this one, too. No! Sam the horse! Your head is on fire after drinking some mystery elixir from that damn wizard doctor. Why? Why didn't he just tell us not to drink the potions? I thought it was share and share alike. I never thought there'd be a head fire. It kills 1 in 3 horses exposed to fire every year. Why? Why?
Settle down, Ruddy. Squint's here to help you clean this mess up, as always. I guess I just have to face it. I can't stay away from your goofy antics. Heck, I missed you.
Squint! Oh, thank goodness it's you. How did you know we were in trouble?
I'm an auctioneer.
Oh, poor Sam the horse. He's been dramatically enlarged in size, and he's dead. Dead, Squint. And it's all my fault.
It usually is, Ruddy. It usually is.
Rodney Spitz PI is written, produced, and directed by Michael Daly. Voiced by Vince Tkaczuk and Michael Daly. Visit rodneyspitz.com for more episodes.
Welcome back to the 4th hour at Talking Stock. Livestock auctioneers talking about current geopolitical issues. I'm your host, Squint, and I'm joined as always by my co-host, Andrew Roilingberry of Sitterville's Auction House. And we got a special guest with us today from Swillin's Pork Auction Company, the award-winning Dariana Rangersmith. But before we get back to the show, we got a brief message from our sponsor, Grey Slacks. Grey Slacks. Slacks you can learn to live with. Okay, so what we like to do in this part of the show is just get out a newspaper, read the headlines, get some conversational sparks flying. Dariana, so glad you're here.
Well, thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you on, Dariana. Well, I've got a Wall Street Journal headline here. Economy slows, banks foreclose. Monarch butterflies are flying away for the winter. That last one was a different article. I see that now, but when you're reading fast, it's hard to tell.
You know, Andrew makes a good point. Typeface is getting smaller, and I, for one, want nothing to do with it.
Just as eyeglasses have gotten bigger. Coincidence? I think not. Illiteracy runs rampant across the country as men and women everywhere don't have access to the basic tenets that a quality education can provide.
But how are children supposed to learn to read when the bloody typeface is so small? That's why no one can read anymore.
Actually, millions can read. Even today, literacy rates in the developed world are an all-time high, poised to stay that way.
But no one's reading anymore. They'll wait for the movie. I've been waiting for Camus' The Outsider to get rebooted for 20 years now.
All right, let's change it up a bit. We call this next segment Slow Jam the Classifieds.
Looks like someone in Caper Hills is selling an electric lawnmower with an extra battery. Could be big news to someone with a big lawn.
Electric is cheaper to run, lighter, and provides big opportunities to upgrade your lawn without breaking your budget. $45 OBO. I can tell already this is going to be a hot item. Folks aren't going to want to wait on this one. It won't be here tomorrow.
No, it will not, Dariana. And neither will this neck brace out in Caledon. Used once for a clean fracture, light staining, and the wash machine can't get out.
If you've been in an accident, I can't stress this enough. This is the best option for a neck brace that'll make your head race. You don't have the money to throw away right now, so turn your frown upside down with this quality neck brace from Brace Tech. $25 firm.
Brace Tech, of course, settled lawsuits with customers who claimed that their heated neck braces were causing spontaneous head fires at twice the national rates.
Thank you, Dariana. And you know what that reminds me? It's time to do a plug for our sponsor, Shepherd's Flame Retardant Hats. Make head fires a thing of the past with Shepherd's Flame Retardant Hats. Now available in Rasta. Well, you know what? That's my segment producer and roommate telling me it's about time to wrap things up so we can use the blender. Looks like that's all the time we've got on Talking Stock this week. Thanks to all you out there for joining us. Thanks to our guest Dariana Rangersmith, my co-host Andrew Roilingberry. I hope you both join me again for the next episode of Talking Stock.
No, thanks.
Count me out! Yeah, you know what? I'm out too. I've taken on a lot recently, and this show really didn't pan out like I thought it would. I think I just liked the title, ultimately. Okay, well, this has been the last episode of Talking Stock. I'm your host, Squint. And, I'm sorry. This was a misguided idea.